Yo, welcome to Fast Forward Mindset Motivational Podcast. I'm your host, Coach James. This is where we rewire your thoughts, reset your mindset, and fast forward your life. No more rewinding, just discipline, motivation, and the truth you need to become unstoppable. If you're ready to elevate your mindset and take control of your future, you're in the right place. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is going well. So, y'all, it's definitely winter time here in Arizona. It's getting pretty nippy out. So in my thoughts of this cold weather, it seems to make me think a lot deeper about things when they come to life. And one thing that came to my mind this week, and it's been marinating in my mind over and over again, and just ruminating at a deeper level. If you have not followed the podcast, make sure you hit the follow button. That way, when a brand new one drops, you get the alert. That is the perk you will get when you do that. But back to my topic today, y'all. What's been heavy on my heart is celebrating small wins. Now, we all want that big win, right? And for some of us, that big win does come and it happens. For some of us others, those big wins comes in small wins. One small win, one small win, that those two small wins turn into a big win. The reason why wins is so important is that we have to celebrate the fact that we have wins in our lives, not just on a weekly or a monthly or yearly basis, but every day. Let me give y'all an example. When I first started this podcast, I had a checklist of things that I wanted to do before I start the podcast. Read a book about podcasting. Number 2, write 100 episodes. Number 3, my recording equipment, right? Video equipment I'm going to use to edit my podcast. It was a bunch of checklists. And what I didn't really understand in the beginning was that the small wins was going to get me to the big win of actually starting a podcast and being successful. And what I want to say is that in life, we forget to celebrate the small wins because they're so small. It feels like we're in a moment where that small win didn't matter because it was a small win. But at the end of the day, a small win does matter because at the end of the day, that small win is going to turn to a big win. I've shared this with y'all before. I'm a checklist person. I live each day by day by day by a checklist. On the weekends, or maybe Friday night, I have a checklist prepared for the weekend, what I got to do. I got to do laundry Saturday. I got to go wash the cars. I got to get an oil change. I got to cut the trees in the backyard. I got to record 4 podcast episodes, things like that, right? And each time I complete something, I mark them off the checklist. And at the end of the day, if I got all my checklists checked off, I said all my checklists checked off. If I got all my checks is by everything, the things that I needed to get completed, then that's one huge win in that day. But the old me used to forget to celebrate those wins. Kind of like I had a good win on Saturday, celebrate that. And also had a good win on Sunday, celebrate that. And then when Monday comes, the big win comes because I've completed everything I needed to on Saturday and Sunday, on Monday night, I can sit and watch football, Monday Night Football, in peace. Right, fellas? How many of us would love to watch football in peace with no distractions or interruptions? Right? That's just what it is for a lot of us. So we have to get in the habit of celebrating small wins because at some point they turn to be a big win. But it doesn't mean when I say celebrate, you got to go above and beyond. My celebration does not mean you got to go buy a bottle of vodka or smoke a blunt to the head or whatever your method of celebration is. It don't have to be all that. It could just be along the lines of, hey, you had a good day today. You got everything off your list completed. Now it's time to put your feet up and relax. Right? Maybe it's time to indulge in a Netflix series. Right? You couple episodes behind from one of your favorite shows you've been watching. So that's what I mean by celebrating your small wins. If you don't celebrate your small wins, you will forget to enjoy life. You will forget the things that really matters in this world. And if you forget the things that matter in this world, you forget yourself. You forget how successful you are. You forget how great you are. Some of us hang our trophies on the fact of how many heartbreaks we've had, how many disappointments we've had in our life. And yes, some of us deal with disappointments. Some of us have had more disappointments than others. But at the end of the day, a disappointment is a disappointment. A win is a win. And a win should feel better than the disappointment. And that's why we should celebrate the wins and not the disappointments. The disappointments weighs tons. The wins weigh nothing because it's a success factor. So, y'all, next time you get a small win, make sure you celebrate it in a way of where you feel successful. And that way you can continue to have small wins. And those small wins one day will end up to be a great win for you. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for listening. I really, really appreciate it. If you have not checked out my website, go ahead and do so. It's www.rewiredthewayouthink.com. Y'all, if you have not followed the podcast, hit that follow button. I'm not hard to find. I'm on IG all day, every day. It's James Watkins at 40 and Fit Life Coach. If you're struggling today with thoughts of suicide, thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else, please don't hesitate to call the suicide prevention hotline at 988. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help you wire the way you think. And as I always say, practice daily mindset rehabilitation. And that's my 2 cents now, y'all. Peace.
Thank y'all for listening to today's episode. And remember, don't rewind your life, fast forward it. Until next time, keep moving forward. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help you wire the way you think. All right, y'all. Peace.